They thought it was just a game. A ceramic hand, a lit candle, and exactly 90 seconds to talk to the dead. But in the world of Talk to Me, if you hold on for 91 seconds, they never leave. When a group of bored teenagers breaks the ultimate rule to reach a lost loved one, they open a door to a hell that cannot be closed. This isn't just a possession, it's a death sentence. Today, we break down the most disturbing horror masterpiece of the year. From the brutal rules of the hand to the soul-crushing ending that no one saw coming. This is the full story of Talk to Me. The movie starts at a crazy house party, where a guy named Cole is pushing through the crowd looking for his brother Duckett. He finds him locked in a room, so he kicks the door down and pulls Duckett out of there while he is shirtless and talking to himself. Cole then yells at everyone filming the scene on their phones and tells them to stop before Duckett stabs Cole, and then goes outside to stab himself in the eye, to the horror of other partygoers. Elsewhere, 17-year-old Mia is going through the second anniversary of the death of her mother Rhea, whom Mia thinks suffered an accidental overdose. She lives with her father Max and doesn't communicate with him much after the incident. Mia spends more time with her best friend Jade and her younger brother Riley, plus their mother Sue. One evening, Mia picks up Riley from hanging out with his friend, and on the way back, they find a kangaroo on the street that has recently been hit. It is crying in agony, so Riley tells Mia they should put it out of its misery. Mia attempts to drive over the kangaroo's head, only to find herself unable to do so and just drives around it instead. Jade convinces Mia to join her for a party, mainly because Jade's boyfriend Daniel will be there. Riley joins them as they sneak out. This secret party is hosted by Joss and Haley. Everyone gathers as they take out an old hand of a medium with writing all over it. The purpose of their game is to hold onto the hand so that spirits may be conjured. Mia volunteers to go first. Haley lights a candle and tells Mia what she needs to say. She grabs the hand and says, "Talk to me." Mia sees the spirit of an old man and freaks out at first, but then goes back and repeats the phrase, followed by, "I let you in." She sees the spirit of a disgusting-looking woman and holds for longer than before. Mia looks possessed and starts speaking in a creepy, scary voice toward Riley before the hand is pulled from her grip. The group later plays the game again at Jade's house when Sue steps out for the night. The older kids play and have various runs with the undead, including one time where Daniel is possessed and starts accidentally making out with Jade and Riley's dog. Riley then asks to go next, despite Jade going against it and the others thinking he is too young. Still, they go through with it and choose to go for less than a minute. Riley is possessed by what sounds like Rhea's spirit, speaking to Mia and saying how much she misses her. When the time limit passes, Mia wants to keep talking to Rhea before Riley begins hitting his head against the table and nearly gouging his eye out. Jade stops Riley from totally breaking his skull before he is taken to the hospital. When Mia tries to visit Riley at the hospital, both Jade and Sue turn her away, blaming her for what happened to him. She spends more time with Daniel, as she has a crush on him and previously had a brief history with him. He sleeps over one night, and Mia seems to see the spirit of an old woman sucking on Daniel's foot. While Mia tries to yell at him to wake up, she wakes up and finds that she is the one sucking his foot. To his horror, Mia takes the hand for herself and sets up her candle to try and speak to Rhea's spirit. She is told that her death was accidental and that she would never want to leave her daughter. Rhea tells Mia that Riley is in pain and needs help. Meanwhile, Jade tries to help Riley at the hospital, but he is still possessed and bites her before falling to the floor and hitting his head against the wall in the bathroom before the doctors stop him. Mia joins Daniel, Haley, and Joss as they track down Cole, who blames Joss for showing Duckett the hand. Cole tells them that the longer the spirits stay in Riley, the weaker they get, so they will just have to wait it out. Mia comes up with an idea to try and finish the game because she doesn't think they blew out the candle. She goes with Jade to the hospital to try and get the spirits to repossess Riley and find a way to pull him out, but it doesn't work. Mia then goes back in and finds the spirit of a little girl who shows her that Riley is being hurt by dozens of other angry spirits. When Mia returns home, Max approaches her and tries to come forward with the truth about Rhea's death. He shows Mia her suicide note, proving that her death was not an accident. As Mia cries in her room, she sees Rhea's spirit saying that Max wrote the note as a lie, and also tells her that Riley is hurting and can only be saved through death. Max then appears to be banging on the door, but it's really the evil spirits messing with Mia. Max hears Mia struggling against Ghost Max, and he enters the room, just as Mia tries to stab the ghost and ends up stabbing her father in the neck with scissors. Mia tricks Jade into leaving the hospital and going to her house, while Mia goes back to the hospital and talks to Sue. She tells Mia that she was never to blame for what happened to Riley, and she lets Mia be alone with him. She tries to kill him with a pair of scissors, but cannot bring herself to do it. She takes Riley out in a wheelchair, just as Jade finds Max hurt and realizes Mia is going to do something to Riley. Mia wheels Riley out toward traffic, seeing him as an old, rotting spirit. Rhea's spirit tries to make Mia push him, while Jade arrives in time. Mia ends up letting go, but Jade pushes her into traffic, causing a car to hit her. Mia wakes up, not knowing she is dead. She finds herself back at the hospital, where Riley has made a full recovery and is seen going home with Jade and Sue. Max also appears to be better from his wounds, but as Mia tries to follow them, nobody can hear her as the lights in the hospital begin to go out. She then sees a dim light and finds a hand reaching out. When she grabs it, she finds herself facing a man in another country playing the Talk to Me game, and she is now part of it. Mia's journey into the afterlife is a haunting masterpiece, but from a cinematic perspective, Talk to Me is actually a deep metaphor for the dangers of modern viral culture. As we look at these behind-the-scenes moments, notice the incredible practical effects used by directors Danny and Michael Filippo. They chose not to use heavy CGI for the possessions, instead focusing on makeup and physical performances to create a grounded horror that feels disturbingly real. Critics have noted that the hand itself represents addiction. Just like social media, it offers a 90-second high that feels exciting at first, but eventually leads to total loss of self. This is a vital lesson in digital literacy. We must be careful what we invite into our lives for the sake of a few views. My advice after studying this film? Talk to Me proves that grief, when left unaddressed, can become a doorway for darkness. The film is a 10/10 masterclass in pacing and atmospheric tension. If this educational breakdown of the meaning behind the horror added value to your day, please hit that like button. It tells the YouTube algorithm that you want high-quality, transformative movie analysis. We are on a massive mission to reach our first 1,000 subscribers, and every single one of you in the D-Billions family makes a difference. If you want more daily movie recaps and educational critiques of the world's most shocking stories, please subscribe and hit that bell. Thank you for watching until the very end. Your time is our greatest reward. We'll see you in the next story.